to get into combines down the road, which is pretty awesome. So that set me up for, the NBA and the NFL, which we have contacts and connections for, which was awesome. And then the MLS came into play. I've always played against, the Hispanic, the Latino, the Pakistani, Middle Eastern, the African soccer players. Like, I never got an opportunity to play against, the United States players, which was pretty cool coming up. It's another level of competition if you watch football or play football, which I've added a lot of stuff to my bag. I had, during my last stint at Western, I had, the guys from Spain and Argentina come, and I was playing against those guys who taught me a lot, like a lot. I was also got to come down and see the guys from Brazil and the Brazilian Academy here in San Diego, which is pretty cool. Playing against a lot of good competition, which is really awesome. It set me up, to be able to do things further down the road in the Premier League and stuff like that, because that's where I would go to play if I was to play, whether that be defense or midfield or, forward, which, soccer is a hell of a sport, and I love soccer. I'm not going to lie to you. I love football. But growing up, I always played against, the kids from different countries, which is awesome. So that came into play also over the last couple of years, and my feet are coming together really well. It's played a very, very, very dangerous role in my rugby game. I can chip and chase, grubber. I do all of them no looking with both my left and my right foot. I kick spiral with both my left and right foot. So I got my feet together, which is pretty awesome. I can shoot with my left and right hand. All that good stuff that I learned and picked up from these guys and people training me. Coming from Kalamazoo basketball-wise, I'm playing against some of the best competition in the world. I don't care what anybody says. Kalamazoo, Michigan is one of the best places to play basketball growing up and coming up. There's always a game. There's always somebody playing somewhere. Every day there's a place to hoop. There's always good competition. And if you stick with it, like, you'll get your shine, which is pretty cool about Kalamazoo. Like, things happen. So that is, what is that? That's basketball, football, soccer, baseball. Derek Jeter's from Kalamazoo, Michigan, or from New Jersey, I think, but he played in Kalamazoo, Michigan. So, you pick up some of his tips and secrets from the guys who have been around or stayed around from that long, which is pretty awesome. I'll never tell you what those secrets are because, those can make or break a career, especially with an ERA like his, which is crazy. Baseball, I never got to pitch. My final year, they're getting me ready to pitch, and I couldn't control where I would throw the ball, but I always had an arm. I always had a rocket. My QBR in high school was number one. For most passes, it was almost 100% with one drop ball. So I ended up with the best QBR out of everybody, which is pretty cool. And now hooping, I have a dead eye, so it's pretty cool to add that to the bag. So throwing wise, my arm is developed, and then my batting is developed because after baseball, I ended up having a buddy named Jack Clements who was pretty cool. He was a baseball kid, and his mom was a softball mom, which is dope. And I got to go to the batting cages and, get that out of me and get prepared for that. Though I didn't play in high school, I just stopped there. So we were batting in the cages like a lot, almost every day, playing baseball in the backyard, stuff like that. So all this stuff played off and played a role, and rolled into my rugby career. Because I have endless attributes, endless skills, not only physically but mentally, to get a job done. I fell in love with rugby as soon as I started playing because it ended up being harder than football. Football, I'd have one guy standing over me to beat, destroy him, catch it and go sit down. Rugby, I'm on the field, if you destroy somebody, all right, yeah, it's not over. Get over there, go play defense. It's something I love about the sport is the continuation of play. Just like soccer, you don't get to sit down. You don't have time to think. You have to figure it out as you go. You have to have a plot before you get on the field to get ready and play, which is awesome. Honking their horn. Getting ready to play, which is awesome. And you really have to think. You really have to use logic and your skills, and you really have to pay attention to who's doing what and how they're doing it. Because if you don't, you'll lose a game within seconds. You can score 2 tries in 10 seconds if they kick the ball fast enough. That's 2 points, like 2 scores down, and it happens so quickly. Whether it's 15s or 7s, a game can flip so quickly. You could be up 21 points and then lose that whole entire 21 points, in the span of 5 minutes, and it's an 80-minute game or it's a 14-minute game. The 14-minute games is the opposite for the fact of you have 14 minutes. That's not a lot of time. 2 7-minute quarters, there's not a lot of time. So if you make an error, it's costly. It is very costly. And with an 80-minute, you have time to figure it out. Even though the game flips, you can flip it back your way or figure out something or plot a way, to make things happen. Another thing I love about rugby is the fact that everybody has their own attributes and skills, like a chess set. So a player could be a rook, a player could be a knight, a player could be a pawn, a player like any and all that. You have to figure that out and figure out the way they work. Can't move. You have to analyze their play and be able to use it to your advantage and use it to their disadvantage. Always in your advantage, which is pretty awesome. The thing I love about rugby. So I ended up going to the Athletic Development Academy, which was in Ohio for me, where I played with some of the best. And then I ended up going to, and this was before my last stint at Western, and then I ended up going to the OTC just to go check it out and see what was up a couple times. This is my 3rd time back. 3rd time's a charm, so we're getting ready to actually be on the team and play now. Got a shout out from Mike Friday and the boys the other day, which is pretty cool. So we're just out here waiting for the season. So yeah, that's pretty much my athletic career. Pretty successful. Had a great time playing sports and all the sports I played. I can't wait to play more sports carrying forward. I can't wait to play all the sports I can carrying forward, to be honest with you. Rugby is going to be my main focus for the reason that I love it. I'm the best in the world at it, at sevens, and I appreciate everything that the game's done for me, developing me, getting me ready, putting me through the process. Little bird, and getting me ready for life as a growing male and as a young man, which is pretty awesome. Other sports, I'm unstoppable, impeccable, all of that. I love to be able to say that because I worked my ass off to get that way in every single sport that I play. I've busted my hump. I've spent endless time, endless money to be able to go train. I've busted my hump, to be one of the best at any and every sport every time I step on the field. And it's not easy. It never will be easy, and if you put the work in early, it becomes easier, in the long run, in long terms. But going forward, I'm looking to be an Olympic athlete and win a gold medal, now 2021, which is pretty cool. Try to add that one to my medal bag, my trophy case. It would be awesome, to take a Fujian gold medal, steal that one away. Which we're getting ready for here, which, I'm ready for. I know my teammates are ready for. I know, my old coaches are ready for. And I'll have nothing but smiles when it happens. And be, the happiest I've been stepping on that field, playing for, this great country. And everybody always writes down what they play for. I usually play for the fans. It's always for the people that are cheering me on, or rooting for me in the stands, or the people that have my back. You're the people I play for because you play for me. You know what I mean? You go to at bat for me, so I go to at bat for you. You want to see somebody get put in the dirt. You want to see no look passes. You want to see something that's going to make you get out of your seat. You want to see something that's going to be put on SportsCenter. That's the way I play for you guys, because I want you to enjoy the game as much as I enjoy the game. So I make sure I add flair and stuff for you guys. I always play for the fans, which is awesome. That's one of the things I love about rugby. Like, I can always play for you guys. Attribute-wise, it's dope to be able to play to any level of competition in any sport. So no matter what my team's in the game, it's dope to be able to carry myself in that mental toughness and have it rub off on other people. It's dope to take my bag and be able to give it to my teammates to see them better themselves. See the guys around me flourish, not only on the field but off the field too. These are some of the intangibles that you can't teach, and these are some of the values and morals I grew up with, and I'm bringing to the sport, whatever sport that may be. The funny thing is, I play with my mind more than I do my body, so that's pretty awesome too. Yeah. Trying to think of anything else I could tell you about my athletic career. Went through football, basketball, rugby, hockey. I can play hockey. That's something not a lot of people know about me. I can play hockey. I can definitely play some hockey, which is awesome. I don't know if I'll ever get to the league in hockey, but I can play some hockey. Like I said, I've had a lot of great coaches, teachers, and mentors bring me up. I can give endless thank yous or unendless thank yous to. Even when they're giving me shit or getting after me, that doesn't bother me. If they're not yelling, there's a problem. As one of my coaches told me, which is pretty cool. So I appreciate it. Even when it got hard, I appreciate you guys sticking with me and being patient through the process, Anything else about my athletic career? I've never been on a team and lost a rep to anybody. So playing on this national team should be fun, so I can see what's really up. Usually when I'm on the team, I'm the best player. Or one of the most skilled players. There's some players that are good or more skilled, in other areas than I am. But I never lose a rep. I make sure never to lose a rep to my teammates. So it's going to be fun, going to this next level and, dishing it out with my teammates and then, carrying that into competition and destroying them, which will be awesome. Yeah. So that's pretty much my athletic career. Moving forward, I plan on doing everything I said I was going to do with my athletic career. I promise to take it. I can't wait to take on the world and take on these other teams. Pretty much got all my teams that I would play for or that I would be able to play for mapped out. Rugby-wise, it's already, where it's at, and I'm happy about it. The rest of the sports, I can't wait to play you guys, show you guys what I got, destroy, win a couple rings, because that's always my goal. I like shiny stuff. You hear me say that all the time. But yeah, that's pretty much my athletic career. So I'll catch you later. Peace.